Hello and welcome. I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. So this is going to be just kind of a little fun experiment. I'm going to let the AI take over. I'm going to give them a perfect world. 3,200 holdings. Everything in the entire map is controlled by a single empire. We're seeing everything start to de jure drift properly into the empire. Slowly. I mean, there's some bits of Carpathia here. And I think Abyssinia, not Abyssinia, Arabian Empire is very close to... It's only 9 years away, so we're going to start to see stuff drift in, and I just want to see how the AI handles it. My prediction is that they're going to fail pretty quickly. Now, I think that the current Emperor, Emperor Bernat V, will do a pretty darn good job, because he's got pretty good stats. His wife was hand-chosen for high diplomacy, giving a very good state diplomacy score. And if you're not familiar, state diplomacy and personal diplomacy are two different numbers. State diplomacy is 1/2 of your overall... It's your diplomacy score plus half of your spouse plus whatever your chancellor's diplomacy score is. Equals 53 in this case. Okay? So 14 plus 13 equals... plus 26 equals 53. Divide that by 2, and then that's the actual plus opinion you get with every character on the map. So if we go look at, say, vassals here, state diplomacy plus 26. 52 divided by 2 is 26. Actually 26.5, but they round down. Now, personal diplomacy affects everyone that's in your court, so they get personal diplomacy score of plus 30, which is just some other weird number calculation. I can't remember how it works. And then also anybody that's directly in your council. So, for instance, if we did find, like, his spy master, then he would use, you know, or his, like, steward or whatever, they would all use his personal diplomacy score instead of the state diplomacy score. So anyway, long story short, he's been hand-picked to have very, very, very high diplomacy. He's got 2,096 gold per 98 gold per year in income, and he's got tons of prestige. So he's got, like, I mean, if you look at the opinion scores, the lowest opinion he's got is at 2, and that's just some guy in Leon, which is just a weird thing that can easily be fixed. He's also starting to get a long reign bonus, so I predict he'll do okay. But what's going to invariably happen is there's going to be some host claim or something. He'll get de-seated, and then you know, whether it's his son or perhaps one of his brothers or something. Prince Kasaba here, who's slothful, wroth, greedy, all those things, has a lower state diplomacy score, less prestige. It's just going to implode, and we're going to play for as long as it takes until that happens, and then go from there. So let's go ahead. We're going to go observe, and we're going to go Fog of War off so we can see the peoples run around. And we're going to go on speed 5, and we're going to go. So we're no longer in control. This is what I made a video a long time ago. I called it God Mode. Basically, you get to kind of like jump in, and if you turn on Char Info 1, you can actually see more information about characters, like their ID down on the bottom there. It says Debug Info ID number, and if I want to, I can jump in and play as anybody. So this is in the base game. It's not a mod. So if you ever want to do this, just feel free to play in observe mode. It's kind of cool. Now, apparently he's decided that this fantastic county of Serdica with its fantastic technology is terrible, and he'd rather have it in Pest. I think that's the de jure capital of Carpathia. I think that's why he did that, which is clearly a mistake considering that Serdica has fantastic technology. I mean, he just gave up level 5 noble customs, level 4 legalism for level 1 and level 1. I mean, that's just the stupidest thing he could ever do. But the AI likes it a certain way, so what we can do is watch these wars from here, and also I'm going to pay close attention to this ledger page so we can see independent states. Time is going to fly by pretty darn quick because we don't have any pop-ups at all, and we'll just see how long it takes before the empire implodes. Now, he might go his whole lifetime and never really have any problems. I mean, he's a really solid character. He's diligent, brave, kind. People are going to respect that. But so far, he's just dealing with a couple peasant revolts. Of course, his vassals are all fighting about stuff. Another peasant revolt. Still has Gavelkind succession, of course. It's probably never going to go off Gavelkind. If we go to this map mode here, we can see, yep, still medium crown law. He never did try to raise it. I'm glad, because that would probably implode the realm almost instantly. Oh, wow. That's a lot of troops raised. I'm predicting something big, maybe? What's this all about? Okay. It's the 5th Bryanskiyan League Independence War. The attacker is High Chief Oskar of Bryansk. This guy here. So he's the leader. I've put down plenty of these in my time, but he's leading this independence war. And Emperor Bernat V has 600,000 men. It's going to be interesting to see if these guys end up with event spawn troops. Of course, the AI is not going to just assassinate him to kind of game their way out of the problem. But let's see how he handles it. Now here's what I think is going to happen, is that now that he's a little bit weakened, because if we go like this, we can see that these are all the people that are at war with him. He's just a tiny, tiny bit weakened. Now is when I would predict that we see some claims. Like he'll get, like another war will fire. Yep, see, look at that. I knew it. Defending against Prince Donat of Carpathia's host claim on Carpathia. So, Prince Donat, who is that? Is that your brother? No, it's not your brother. Is it an uncle or something? Prince Morik, Artilla, Gurgly, Donat. Ah, it's an uncle. So this uncle has a weak claim on Carpathia, and since it's in an independence war now, his claim has fired or something, and he's got 25,000 men that spawned right on Pest. He instantly assaulted all of them, and he's actually 10% winning. Now, like, let's say a guy like Prince Donat gets into power. At least he's brave, but he's cruel. Or yeah, he's strong and brave. He's not bad, but he's not going to be as good as the current character. These guys are going to come beat him up. There we go. There goes the host claim, probably. Yeah, Bernat's winning that. Independence War, he's winning also. 40% in favor of the Emperor. He's assaulting everything back. Looks like the Claim War just ended. Independence War is still in favor of Bernat. So again, I think Bernat's going to do okay. It's the heir, or the claimant, that I'm worried about. He's hostile to what? Okay, so somebody is actually interesting. So Germany is part of the Independence War. King Sigmund, or whatever. But Sigmund here is actually dealing with his own war to revoke Thuringen. So, silly little counts. And watch, this guy's going to get bopped in the head in combat or something, and then the whole world will go to hell. We should see a little bit of de jure drift happen. 3 more years for Arabia to drift into the Empire. And look at that right there. You can see the Kingdom of Castile is only 1 year away. 78, 80. Most of England's going to take a while. But yeah, Castile. There we go. Castile just drifted. So now they should hopefully be a little bit more willing to stick with the Empire. Interestingly, oh, interesting. Okay, wow, I just totally missed something. I'm sorry. I was focusing on all of that stuff. All of a sudden, it's Emperor Artilla. Bernat was murdered. Nope, that was Bernat the 4th. I thought we were on Bernat the 5th. What? Oh, no. Okay. Here he is. Here's Bernat the 5th. So Bernat the 5th is... I don't even know how they're related. I mean, he's obviously Arpad. But, Bernat the 5th just got dethroned. So we've got Emperor Artilla, which was, I think it was one of his uncles, actually. Is it not? Nope. Looks like it's his brother. I don't know. It's so hard to tell who's who when you're not playing, because it doesn't say your brother, your uncle. You know, it doesn't give you those tips. Okay, so Emperor Attila's brother was Emperor Bernat the Wise. Okay, so yes, this would be his uncle. It's Emperor Bernat's father's brother. So Emperor Artilla, who does have pretty good diplomacy, He's got decent traits except for slothful. But he's got no prestige. So, here we go. I think it's just, from here now, I think it's going to implode. I mean, granted, he did inherit that... Oh, God, where's your income at? Why do you not have good income? Where's the 2,000 income? I don't understand why you have no income. You know what? Oh, he probably put the law down. Let's check it out. I want to see if he did that. He just gave up 2,000 gold a year in income. Let's go play 563941. Check laws. Tax exemption. Yeah, he just gave up all of his income in order to please vassals. And he's currently trying to go to medium crown law from limited. So he must have factioned his way onto the throne, which lowered crown law to limited, and now he's trying to raise it, which is going to give him huge penalties. He's going to go another plus 30 negative opinion for having raised crown law. If we sort by opinion, we can see he's got some negatives. And, oh my god, he revoked vassal titles. Why would you ever do that? AI is so stupid. Okay, back to observe mode. Yep, okay. It's not going to take long, I think. Now, somehow he did manage to put down the Independence War. We've still got one big realm. But now we've got a crappy ruler. I mean, not that bad. But without that 2,000 income... Nope, there we go. Bam, big Independence War. It's the French League Independence War, led by the King of France this time. 31% in favor of the King of France, 16%, 9%. It's not going to take long. No way. I can't believe he gave up all that income. Oh, what just happened? He's got truce. King Tador the First of France won. So that's all that it took. So now the realm is broken. We are now at, these are all independent states now. So he just went from like 3,200 holdings down to 2,500. Still pretty good. I mean, it's big, but I still predict it's just amazing how quickly they're going to fall apart. Which means that all that de jure drift is going to stop. I would be willing to bet that even if I let it de jure drift all the way into a single empire, that the idiot AI couldn't hold the empire together. What do you think? Oh god, what's just happened? Emperor Artilla II. So his father, who just had taken the throne, died a maimed cripple at age 27. Oh jeez. Now we've got a 4-year-old imbecile on the throne. Oh jeez, it's so bad. He's got no income. He's got, what do you have, one holding? He's got one holding, the capital. He's a 4-year-old imbecile with no stats whatsoever. Everyone hates you have a vassal modifier for being an imbecile. Liege is imbecile -10. No diplomacy, no personal diplomacy, no state state diplomacy is +11. It's funny. He's got poor technology because he moved the capital. He's got it's so bad. It's just bad in every way. So how much you want to bet there's going to be another war? Yeah, someone else's war. So this is they're trying to put King Bernat V back on the throne. Well, that could be good. That was the guy that we left in power in the very beginning here. Jeez. 57%, 68%, 80%, and Bernat's gonna do it. Come on, there you go. Bernat's back on the throne. Good job, buddy. Move the capital to Sardika. Don't be a retard. Okay, so we're back where we started. Although he's become maimed. And it's interesting. I mean, does he have a short reign penalty? He does. Yeah, even though he had been on this position for a while before, he has a short reign penalty again. Another peasant revolt. And of course, all that independent land is still independent, and now they're going to start fractioning off from. See, look at this. Now France is dealing with someone else's claim on France, and it's just a big mess. They're just going to all snowball, and it's just going to crumble apart. In fact, I'd be willing to bet pretty much every big kingdom that broke free. Let's find another one. Yeah, what's going on over here in Mesopotamia? See, they're fighting too. The AI just, they don't want to keep it together. So yeah, that didn't take as long as I thought it would. I was thinking this video might be a little bit longer. Let's keep going though. Let's see what happens maybe when this character dies. It'll go to Prince Bernat, the improperly named character. If he were to die, which will happen soon. 36 and maimed, pretty likely. Of course, now he doesn't have that income he had before. And he's losing 700 gold a year to retinue upkeep because he moved his capital to the location that didn't have the Serdica was the one that had the huge technology for military organization. What are you guys doing? They're dancing. Nope, they disappeared. They were dancing. I saw them. Apparently there's a truce now. Jeez. Heaven forbid, like, the Mongols or something come. There's no way this guy could fight them off. It'd be like a plague sweeping across the land. Leading troops again. De jure war over Karavuna. How many independent states do we have now? Quite a few. Realm size still 2,500. Here's what's going to happen. I mean, it's going to happen. So, when this character dies, the very first time, like, a real bad character comes into power, huge independence war, everybody that's not de jure part of Carpathia will break free. Even though they're all Hungarian, like, that would be the only like long-term change, is that even though France is independent now, they're still Hungarian Tengri, because I kind of exterminated everyone else. So at least they're all the same culture. But it would be kind of interesting to see, you know what would be cool in this game is if there was like a graph that showed population statistics, so you could see like how many characters believe in each faith and how many actual characters there are of each culture, that kind of thing. It'd be kind of neat. Basically like Civ, not Civ, sorry, Victoria 2 Pops. I find when I'm playing on observe mode is when I get to appreciate the music the most. We should kill him. Should I kill him? I could. It's very simple. Kill space ID number, so kill space 570506 and he's dead. Just like that. Pechenegs just broke. What's that all about? You in another war? Yep. The Pecheneg League Independence War. So it's this guy now fighting against all of that. Persia wants to break free also. Is that right? Persia's in there? Yep, King Bela the First of Persia. So, let's see how this one goes. He's winning it so far. Oh, it's already over. What just happened? I don't understand. Prince Attila for Carpathia, Mesopotamia. Let's, wait, what? No, it's not over. I'm sorry, the other one was over. My mistake. Now this was that character that had good stats, so he might be able to... Yeah, he did. Yeah, he held that one off. That one is truce timer or what? Oh, nope, what happened? He's dead. Maimed cripple. He had a truce timer with, oh, I can't go to his diplomacy menu anymore. I think he won. I think it looked like he won. Persia's still part of it, so is the Pechenegs. But now Prince Bernat, the improperly named character, who is a fat kid, He is diligent, fortunately, but he's craven. Look at these opinions. Title claimant wants control of. See, even the AI doesn't fix wants control of problems. Just give them the land. Just give them what they want. I mean, why fight them? So, okay. I'm going to play for probably maybe another 5 to 10 minutes of this. I'm gonna make this one will be a little bit longer than normal, but I could almost make this like the end to the Hungary series. Just be like all done with it. Go play Umbra Sephirae. Sephira, whatever it's called. What are you doing? You at war? He is at war. Someone's claim on Leon, peasant revolt. Game is actually running a little bit slower than normal because I think there's so many wars. If you look at the ledger, let's go to wars. Actually, there's not that many wars. This is kind of slow for Speed 5. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if they could, if the AI could even keep it together if I waited for all of the de jure drift to happen. If it was all one big, huge empire. I'm not even sure they could hold it together then. The Independence faction shouldn't fire because they're de jure part of the empire, but still, I don't know, I could just see the AI mucking it up somehow. Yeah, the imbecile kid didn't stay on the throne for very long. Oh, he went all the way up to High Crown Authority. And he's a tyrant. Some people think he's a tyrant. I saw it. What? Medium Crown Authority? What is he doing? He's got High Crown Authority with this guy. Oh, don't tell me he's the king. So he's got the Kingdom of Mauritania, the Kingdom of Africa, and he's got the Empire. So he's holding on to 2 kingdoms. And the Empire of Carpathia is currently under Medium Crown Authority, but for some reason he's got High Crown Authority over in Africa. So he's like raising it kind of... I don't even know why he's holding on to those kingdoms. Land that is de jure part of the Empire gets the Empire's crown law. So it'd be simpler for him to just wait for it to all drift. I mean, look at this. Kingdom of Mauritania is only 2 years away. So we should wait a couple years at least to see that happen. And this drifted in. Oh, look at that. Kingdom of Persia, 2 years. Two years there. Just 1 more year here. So it looks like Mauritania is going to drift first. Even Mali is just 6 years away. Oh, look at that. Kingdom of Africa becoming independent de jure. What? That's weird. Okay, so Carpathia, yep, that all just drifted. Look at that. There goes whatever it was before. And there goes all that, too. Aquitaine. Just 2 years away. There's one. Sicily. Oh, there's another one that just popped. Let's check in on him, see how he's doing. It's Emperor Bernat still. He's leading troops. Oh, another independence war. Let's look at that. It's funny, see, look at this. Aquitaine is in the independence war, And they actually, he's the leader of the Independence War, and they're like literally 2 years away from drifting into the Empire. That's just being stubborn. He is winning. So yeah, I mean, I don't think he's. Is there any chance that the completely unified world of they're all Hungarian Tengri? Any chance the AI will get everything underneath their control? No. Not a chance. I don't think the AI could ever do that. I would say it's pretty much impossible. The AI just makes bad decisions. I mean, he's holding on to too many duchies. How dumb is that? Just give one away, dude, and don't do things that are tyrannical. I still think it'd be a good deal if if Paradox could make it so that the difficulty settings on the AI did not just give them blanket bonuses, and instead made the AI smarter or dumber. And they could do it pretty easily just by saying, you know, maybe you have a 75% chance of making the right decision and a 25% chance of making a bad decision. And then if you scaled it up to a higher difficulty, then maybe it's 90% chance of making the best decision and 10% chance of making the wrong decision. Like as far as like, should I revoke a title or not? You know? But anyway, yeah, he's got pretty decent state diplomacy. Not that great, really, but he picked a crappy wife for it. Homosexual fighter. Interesting. Interesting choice. Empress Camilla. So, how's that war going? He's still in that war? Looks like he signed a peace. I don't see them as independent. The war must have ended inconclusively, perhaps. Aquitaine. Let's wait until Aquitaine drifts in. Oh, there it goes, just like that. No, wait, that's not right. This is the right map mode for it. Drift, 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 drift. Do it. Drift, drift. Drift in. So here's my final... Okay, I'm going to wrap it up here. The prediction is that over the next, say, 50 years, everything that drifts into Carpathia will probably stay in Carpathia. Everything that's not going to drift in will eventually break free. Because the AI is just... they're just that bad. So, most of this, quite a bit of it, is going to be pretty stable. But he's going to be so busy with putting down independence wars, I don't ever really see him saying, you know, like, hey, let's go attack France. He's got no right to it. And they're the correct religion, so it would be very difficult for him to even get a claim to it. And that's a pretty good ruler. Why do the good rulers always end up getting stressed out? So, okay, well, I'm going to wrap this up here. I hope you enjoyed it, and maybe it gives you a newfound appreciation for the difficulty of holding together a large realm. The end result is that after, I don't even know how many years it was, but he's down to 2,700 holdings. He lost about 500 altogether, I think it was. Was it like 32 something? Still has a huge army, but it's interesting. So, alright, I'll wrap it up here. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.